the mother that I knew that God intended me to be, and that I had the desire to be. I wanted to be, I wanted to see my husband more. I wanted to be a good wife. And yet our family needed me to be out doing parties constantly. And it was really hard on our family. And so when we got the call that that company was going out of business right before Christmas, mind you, with 3 kids, and in the process of buying our dream home, I should have been terrified. Any sane person would have been terrified. I was scared, but I was excited. For some strange reason, I knew that this was the beginning to the answer of my prayers. So I researched, you guys, you name it, I probably researched it, okay? I threw a post up. I said, I'm looking at every opportunity to make income out there that's legal. So show me what you got. And I wrote out a list. I said, if I could dream up a business, this is what it would look like. I never wanted to do a party again. I didn't want any quotas. I didn't want to have to carry any inventory. I didn't want to have to make deliveries. I wanted huge earning potential. I wanted to be able to earn free vacations because that's something that I'd been able to be blessed with the past 8.5 years. And I had a bunch of other things on there, something that makes a difference in people's lives. Something that's affordable and accessible, something that's unique that you can't find anywhere else. Something that I can't remember what all of them were, but I allowed myself to dream. And I said, there's probably not a business out there that exists that will fit all of these, but I'm going to find the closest match possible. And then I went to work. I had people messaging me like crazy, trying to recruit me to this, that, and the other. And I was asking for it. I was like, show me everything you got. And then so I just spent quite a bit of time researching and looking at compensation plans. I asked for proof of income from everyone and proof of income from someone successful in their upline. And my husband helped me with go through all this, everything I gathered. And Plexus, you guys, there's no way that I can help you understand how special and unique Plexus is if you don't do the research yourself, because you would be blown away if you really could pair up Plexus against everything that's out there and you understood how special and generous and unique it is compared to everything. I had other companies offering me bonuses to join with them. I had been pretty successful with my previous company. And so they, offering me bonuses, offering me to start with a team, all these things. Plexus didn't offer me anything. And I still saw more earning potential with Plexus that it was, that was my choice. And I jumped in full force. Long story short, I was very quickly successful. I fast started senior gold my first month. And then I was emerald within 9 months and sapphire within 14 months. And then I hit my leadership lid and I stalled out and plateaued. And that was an experience that I really needed, personal growth, before I was ready to be a diamond ambassador. And that didn't come for 2.5 years from when I started, but I wouldn't trade a day of it. And so Plexus saved my home because we literally had to make a choice to back out on that new home, which I'm sure any sane person would have done, because we literally were closing on this house and we were putting every penny that we had, every penny in the bank on this down payment on this house. And then we just lost the majority of our income. And so we didn't know how we were going to make the house payment. We didn't know how we were going to buy food for our family. And I was so confident in Plexus, and I had prayed so hard for guidance and received such clear direction that Plexus was the answer to that prayer, that's how much faith I had in this compensation plan, guys. I full on said, I'm going for it. Nothing's going to stop me. we're getting this house. I know God provided that for us and he wants us to have it, and he has given us Plexus, and that's going to be the answer. And so, you know, experiencing that is, it allows me to be very confident in sharing this when I realize how life-changing it can be. My husband worked a very stressful job as a Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department corrections officer, and that was really hard on our family. He worked the graveyard shift, and he was always sleep deprived. He was always either gone to work or home sleeping during the day as well as he could, and he was super grumpy when he was awake. And he saw such horrible things at work that it really stressed him out. I have been able to provide him the opportunity to be home with me full time with our boys. And not only that, but we have been blessed to move back to our little hometown in southern Utah, surrounded by family and friends where we grew up, and leave Las Vegas, which was a great place for us for 15 years. But we are just overwhelmed with gratitude that this incredible opportunity has been so life-changing for us. And, you know, is that ultimately, in the big scheme of things, like an incredible luxury car for free, a trip to Maui, an incredible tropical vacation every year for free, a very generous 6-figure income, right? Wonderful blessings. But let me tell you, there's nothing better than the fact that my son no longer deals with anxiety and depression. He no longer has miserable sinus issues and has to sleep with a trash can next to his bed so he can spit mucus all night. He doesn't deal with any of those hard things, the allergies he used to have, things like that. As a mom, to be able to see him so healthy and so happy and a completely different person, but Plexus gave him a new lease on life. That's better than a 6-figure income to me. That's better than a luxury car to me. But I don't discredit the fact that Plexus offers 2 life-changing opportunities to people. The health one, I think most every ambassador is pretty confident in, if they've been an ambassador for any amount of time. You've heard some testimonials that are just unbelievable, right? We know what these products can do. But how many of you don't have a clue how life-changing the other part of Plexus is that they offer? It's equally as life-changing. And we just don't understand it, I think, so many times. If you guys really understood, you'd walk through a block wall to take advantage of this opportunity completely. And not only that, but you'd be so confident and excited in it that you would want to tell all your friends and family about it, because you would feel so selfish not sharing that with them because it's that good, right? And yeah, it's work. You have to work for it, but we have to work for the health part too. We have to spend money on the products. We have to be consistent. We have to go through die-off. We have to drink our water, right? And to take advantage of the income opportunity, we have to work too. We have to commit ourselves and apply ourselves. But there's nothing better out there, you guys. There's absolutely, I believe 100%, there is nothing better that you can find for an opportunity with such a little investment, with such a great earning potential. Unlimited, absolutely unlimited. You can do anything you can imagine with an opportunity like this. There's nothing like it. So what I would recommend is, if you have not been that person that leads with the opportunity, first of all, consider how many more people you could touch and how many more lives you could change if you were leading a team of business builders, because the duplication is insane compared to a team of wholesale shoppers, right? You're going to touch so many more lives and change so many more lives. And that is such an empowering thought. It humbles me to think how many lives have been improved because I lead with the business. So I reach a lot more people. I had I hadn't even tried the products. I didn't have my own testimonial. When I first joined Plexus, I think I probably had 20 people that joined with me that very first day because I had done the research and I was so excited about what I found and so confident in it that that's the message I was reaching out to people with hope. Like, I wasn't afraid to tell them the financial dilemma that we were in and that I'd done the research and they wouldn't believe what I'd found. And then the statistics were so impressive. And for $34.95, why wouldn't people give it a try, right? So imagine like just that, the power in building a team that way, it's explosive. And so not only is it blessing you financially very quickly, but you're blessing so many lives that way. So, and here's another thought too, because I think people, they hesitate to offer the opportunity to people. They tend to lead with the products first. I would say, probably most ambassadors lead with the products first, even on my team, even I would say the majority of my leaders lead with the products first, because that's what people are comfortable with. But I fully believe that the number one hesitation people have that's keeping them from benefiting from these products is the fact that they think they can't afford it, right? I think probably 90% of people, if they could easily afford Plexus products, they would give it a try. Why wouldn't they? They're plant-based and natural, and they have a money-back guarantee, and there's crazy testimonials. So why wouldn't they at least try it, I think that's the number one thing that's holding people back. So you take that hesitation and that concern away when you're offering people a financial opportunity. Because I can, when you think about it, I couldn't afford my order, the very first order we did. Like we had just spent every penny that we had to get this house, and we didn't even have the money to pay our bills that were coming in. So, but I didn't see it as, oh my gosh, how are we going to invest in these products? Like I saw it as, this is part of my opportunity to create financial security for our family. The products are part of it. You have to be a product of the product. And so when you let people see it from that perspective, it takes the hesitation and the concern away, the cost objection, because you're offering them an opportunity to, on their own time, and in their own way, basically in the nooks and crannies of their day from their cell phone even, earn incredible income, right? That's really what Plexus has to offer. And so, and the side benefit is they get to get healthy at the same time and improve their lives that way as well. So that's just kind of my message and my story. And I don't know if you wanted to do some Q&A, or Jeannie, or if you have any other thoughts that you wanted to add or anything that I missed.
Oh my gosh, no, it was absolutely perfect, Whitney. Loved it. And I saw a lot of people like totally zoned in and writing things down. So that was just absolutely perfect, Whitney. So yeah, if you have a few minutes for people to ask you a couple questions, that would be great.
Sure.
I know we've got some people that, like I said, idol you too, because everything you do, I'm posting on my team page. So a lot of people know you. Okay. So who has a question? CW, do you?
I do. Hey, Whitney, how you doing, Whitney?
I'm great. Gil, how are you? I think my husband's friends with you, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
How's Mr. Monty doing?
He's told me about you. He's off in Mexico enjoying a little men's excursion.
We need that. We need
Yeah,
that
Texas freedom, I'm telling you.
to keep you ladies happy. We need that.
That's true. I agree.
Hey, let me have a question for you, and this is kind of a two-part, because obviously being a man ambassador,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the training we get is also because all you ladies are in the business, which we love our ladies. Yep. So how do you approach a man with the business opportunity? How do you approach, if you was prospecting, how would you approach the different genders with the business opportunity? What would be your style?
Okay, so with women, you want to connect emotionally. You want to build their confidence and help them see and understand why they would be so good at this. Why, I like to compliment them. I'll look for genuine reasons that I believe that I know they could be successful with this. I would say, Jeannie, you know what? I just can't get you off my heart and my mind. I just can't stop thinking about how much fun it would be to do this with you. And you would be so good at what I do. You have such a way with people. You've got such a great network. People trust you. And that's exactly the type of person I'm looking for. And I don't know how much you've followed my journey, but this has absolutely changed my life in so many amazing ways. And I would love to just have a few minutes to chat with you about it and see if it might be a fit for you too. So with a woman, you're going to connect emotionally and like help her feel those, the feel goods. Where with a man, every man I've ever talked to, they want to see the numbers. They want to see the paychecks. They want to see the compensation plan. Break down numbers for me. Men are much more methodical thinkers and they want the numbers, where women are much more emotional, So I think that's probably the biggest difference between the two. Men, yeah, you've got to show them the numbers and like connect them with someone that's really successful. And like show them the money. I throw my paycheck stubs out there, for I'll at least offer and say, you want to take a peek, don't you? You're not going to believe what my friend is doing in the nooks and crannies of her day from her cell phone. Is that helpful at all? Okay.
Awesome. Libby, do you have a question for Whitney?
So Whitney, you've always welcomed me too. So thank you, because you were one of my first inspirations of One Plexus.
Well, thank you.
But
I wish I would have got dressed up for you guys, by the way. I'm still like, you're getting me in my natural glory today.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, Victor Antonio would be super proud of me right now, but one tip.
What? Oh, you're pulling the Victor Antonio. Don't discredit financial illness. I guarantee more than a majority of the people are suffering financially, but they hide it so well. So if you can find a way, you've got to find a way to make it genuine for you, but really connect with people and give them some hope. Find a way that you can reach out that gives people hope and that offers a cure for financial illness. If you can do that and get good at it, you're going to have an explosive team.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. I wrote down when you, in the very beginning, said that you were financially ill.
Yes.
That hit home for me.
I was. And so many people that are, but people don't talk about it. A lot of times they don't talk about their physical illness either. They hide that really well. It's even more so, I think, with financial illness. So if you are suffering and someone reach out to you with love and they're genuine and they're offering hope, then you're going to listen. You know what I mean? So you got to think about that. There's people suffering that you love.
That's right.
And you have the cure.
That's right. I love that, Whitney. deep stuff there. Okay, I think we have time for maybe one more question, then we'll let Whitney get back to her family for the evening because she's been busy. Does anybody else have a question? Marcin!
Hi, Whitney.
Hi, Marcin.
Hey, you mentioned you went emerald or sapphire, and then you kind of hit your leadership lid. How did you get through that? Was there a self-improvement book or something that you?
Big time.
Good question.
You know, it was a long process for me, and it kind of took a while because my team had so much momentum when we hit sapphire that it took a while for me to see. First there was a plateau, and then there was actually like a slow decline. And so it took me a while to realize, you know what, this is me causing this. The speed of the leader, the speed of the pack, because I got comfortable and I sat back and I was like, oh, I made it. Now I just sit back and manage. And that is so not the right thing to do. Okay. You have to lead by example. And it's so true what they say, the speed of the leader, the speed of the pack. And I had to learn a lot. I had to invest. You know, if it weren't for One Plexus, I would have been a sinking ship. I'm saying that right now. Because I had to look outside. First of all, I had to accept that this lack of growth and even the decline was on my shoulders. I had never provided a really good duplicatable system for my team. And I had incredible leaders, but they just weren't growing. And I had to accept the fact that I was the one responsible for that. And so I had to seek out help from other leaders. And you know, the best thing I did is I went to the most successful, the fastest growing leaders in Plexus. And thanks to One Plexus, they were so willing to offer up their best, the best that they had to offer. And I had to try some new things. But once we figured out, you know, what really made the difference, and there was a lot of personal development going on here. I'll tell you my favorite self-development book so far, The Secret Code of Success. Have you guys read that one? Yes, Jeannie, I know you have.
You told me.
And then right now we're doing Get Over Your Damn Self. That one, oh my goodness, right?
Love it.
Yeah. And another one, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. I think those are probably the three that really got me to a diamond mindset. And that, along with seeking out help from other top leaders and finding out what they're doing to create a system for their team that creates growth and duplication, that was the magic right there.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Whitney. Love it.
You're so welcome.
So many good tips. Oh my gosh, you guys, I know your belief has got to be through the roof because just when you hear Whitney, I mean, and the one thing I've always loved about Whitney, she's the real deal, you guys. She is just so
obviously
just real. I mean, that's why they heard I clicked too. And I'm like sitting next to her in Jules training, I was like listening to her story because I have it all memorized, you know, and I knew about people recruiting her and just wanting her because she was so successful in this other team. And I was like, I'm sitting next to Whitney Warr, you know. I was like, oh my gosh. And then we went out to dinner, we did all this stuff, and I'm like, she is just so amazing. That's what I love about Plexus is
you're so sweet.
It's amazing when you meet, you know, those top leaders and they are just real, you guys. And it just gives us hope that everybody can do this. So, and you heard Whitney. Yeah.
You guys, I'll tell you what, I am so unorganized. I'm a hot mess. If I can do this and be successful, every single one of you can do this and be so successful. You have to find your niche, though. You have to find your way. And you have to get really confident in your strengths and find a way to work around your weaknesses. Don't focus on what you don't do well. Focus on what you do well and take it to the highest level, and just be so excited and confident in what you have and lead with the opportunity, and you guys will be diamonds.
That's right. Great advice. I think that's a perfect place to end it. That's awesome.
Good.
Whitney, Thank you so much again for just investing in us tonight. I appreciate it more than you know, and I know all of these people on the team do too. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart and all of their hearts as well. So we just love you.
So welcome, my friend. I love you too. Everyone have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
See you, Whitney. Love you, girl.
Love you. My Edith.
I'm going to be messaging you after this to find out what your little secret is. Just so you know. I'm not waiting. I'm messaging you right now.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be watching for it.
When Edith finds out, she'll tell me.
Yeah.
Yep, right. You know it, Dina. See ya.
See you guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Whitney.